Live breaking news. We had just found out the GOAT.
Oh my goodness.
Has retired.
He's gone, ladies and gentlemen.
He is done. I'm going to bring up the post here, but Albert, when did you find out the news that Mat Fraser has officially retired from the CrossFit Games?
15 minutes ago, Matt. I was in my car. I had already gotten to the gym. I wasn't driving on my phone. And it was the first story on my news feed of Instagram.
Yes, Mat Fraser has officially retired from the CrossFit Games. According to his Instagram, he reposted a whole little thing here, and I'll read it directly. Like so many others that wanted to do CrossFit gym, I wasn't expecting to find my best friends, business partners, wife, countless life lessons, and 5 gold medals. Today, I leave this sport, older, wiser, fitter, and grateful. I'm diving into the next chapter of my life with the same hard work pays off mentality. From now on, decisions I made won't be solely based off how they affect my performance, but how they affect my family, friends, health, and happiness. I'm looking forward to the remaining part of the CrossFit community. I just won't be doing it from the competition floor any longer. Initial reaction from you, my friend.
Shout out to the GOAT, Mat Fraser, 5-time
Yes.
CrossFit Games champion.
Right, we are feeling the same way, buddy.
I think I have a soft spot for Mat Fraser because of his initial background in Olympic weightlifting. The man does work hard. This is not a eulogy that I'm trying to give. I don't know why I sound so serious, but Mat Fraser, I do think he is the GOAT as of right now, unless somehow somebody goes 6-time. But we have to wait 6 years for that.
I don't think it's happening. I don't know if we'll ever see anybody as dominant as Mat Fraser in the sport as we did. But then again, we also said that about Rich Froning.
Yeah.
But I think what's unique about Mat Fraser is when Rich started, it was a different sport. I mean, they called him the fittest man in history in that documentary that they presented, which he's no longer the fittest man in history. Mat Fraser is now. But in that documentary that they presented, they said he changed the way people trained because he was the first one that essentially did it full time.
Yes.
So
with a schedule, like in regards to a season. Right.
Well, not only in regards, I don't even know if he actually did in a scheduled regard with the season, but I mean his singular focus in life was training for the CrossFit Games. Yes. And if you remember the early days, that wasn't people's singular focus in life. It was, they were CrossFit coaches, they were police officers, they were gym owners, they were just people that maybe had more time to access for their fitness. But Rich Froning was the first person that took it to a full-time job. And then in conclusion with that, Mat Fraser did it where you're talking about, where it was a little wiser, where he actually peaked towards a season.
Yeah.
But again, his whole singular focus has been for the last 6 years or 5 years rather, just 100% of everything has been on the CrossFit Games, in his training, every decision he's made.
Yeah. And I think it's safe to say, since Froning and Mat Fraser, the level of CrossFit, not only in intensity, but like difficulty to win the CrossFit Games,
it became significantly harder.
Significantly,
yeah.
Every year.
If you look at the first, I was actually just rewatching the 2011 CrossFit Games, and they had a max snatch, and it might have been a hang snatch, but I think it was a max snatch. And like the higher numbers at that rate were like 225, 245. Yeah. I mean, that's a starting snatch at like a snatch ladder in the CrossFit Games now, right? They're ending on 275, which was unheard of at the time as his popularity came into play.
Yeah.
So Mat Fraser has taken that dominance to a level that we have never seen, at a level of competition that we've never seen before. What do you think his, and obviously we're basing this solely off our opinion here, what do you think his reason for retiring right now was? You think he reached the 5 and that was it, he was done? Or you think Sammy's going to be pregnant?
I think at some point you have to know when to leave your game.
Right.
Whether, Michael Jordan did it twice, right? He left, retired for 3 years, came back. I don't know. At some point you have to hang them up.
Go out on the top, right?
It's always nice to go out on top, and in his case, on the top 5 times.
Yeah, here's what I think. I think eventually, number one, age. Mat Fraser is 30 now, although I do think his body and stuff is fine to still keep competing. I think age is catching up to him a little bit, and what I mean by that is not necessarily the aches and pains, but maybe the fact that Sammy's been a fiance for 2+ years. She wants to have a wedding. They might want to settle down and not focus every part of their day specifically just around match training.
Yes.
You know, maybe she wants a family. Maybe he wants to focus on a couple other things. I'm hoping. Do you think he's going to be on the Matt, Josh, and Savon podcast to talk about this?
Well, I guess he has time now since he's not training for CrossFit anymore.
Period. At the end, he's got a little bit of time on his hands. Now, officially, I think we have 3 people on the Matt, Josh, and Savon podcast that are all unemployed and retired.
Thanks, CrossFit.
Yeah, so, okay, why did Fraser retire? That's what we're going to bullet point with. We just wanted to jump on here real quick to get the news out to you guys, as this is the first big breaking news we've seen since we've started the podcast in our industry.
I think it was just great timing.
Yeah.
Like, we're both here. If you guys tuned in this morning, we had a great podcast, but this is breaking news.
Breaking news. We had to get on here.
You heard it first.
From here, the GOAT has retired. Smash that like button. Albert and I are on every Tuesday at 11 a.m. with the podcast about all the latest news in the fitness industry, including CrossFit and this one now. So thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Anything else you want to go? Any viewers you want to throw questions in the comments? Go ahead and do so. If not, I think we'll basically call this a wrap.
Matt Fraser, it was nice watching you work out, buddy.
Yeah, Mat Fraser, thank you for the 5 years of absolute sheer dominance. Yes. Everybody else, work harder.
Good luck.
All right, we're out.
Peace.